enjoying a radio program by Alan somebody on a station called KPFK out here. That's
in the story.
90.7 Southern California, Orange County area. And he was the talk was part 3 of his program on thusness, and in this program he discusses Buddhism and a number of explanations into Buddhism and the different types of Buddha in like Chinese culture and other cultures. And something that really struck me was a great little quote that he uses, and it says, "Use religion as a medicine, not a diet." Now, this is great. You think about, you're not, for many, you don't think popper pills, popper pills, popper pills. Yeah, I know that some of you out there are popping pills regularly, and I do wish you the very best in your health, and feel for you that you have to do that. But you use that to stay alive. That's an important thing. Religion should be a thing that purifies who you are on the inside, and your personality and spirit is what we were talking about before. Purity of spirit, purity of being, really. He got into the differences in some of the different religions because of the ornate nature of religion. Getting back to it being a diet and instead of a medicine. When you eat healthy, when you live and you enjoy life, there's a balance, I think. When you're active and you're eating right, you're not overindulging. There is a balance, and using religion as a medicine and not a diet is a really, really great way to think about it. You don't have to fuss over the details associated with all the rules and regimen of a religion. Something that I had said before was, and this, okay, to quote this Alan guy again from the radio, he had said, he had quoted, I guess, a manuscript or a Buddhist in a discussion saying, "But look at the hills and the sky and the stream. Is that not all Buddha?" And the response is yes, but it's a shame to say so. He was talking about the purity of religion and integration of spirituality into your life. And it was really, the reason I bring it up, the reason I'm talking about it is because it reminds me of something that I've said before, which is that for those that believe it in this manner, and I'll associate it to another way, if God is everything, He's in that building, and He's in that building, and He's in the road beneath me, and He's in the car that I'm sitting in, and He's in me, and the air I breathe, and the rain that's falling, and all of the light that I see. If He is in all of those things, isn't appreciation of those things praise enough? If He knows men's hearts, why does it need to be said? Because He's not, He's not somebody next to you. if you live and you appreciate life and you appreciate your neighbor and your family and the stranger and the world around you, it's evident in how you live, in the way you treat people, in the way you treat the world and yourself. And that appreciation, that care and love, not only is it for everything, which is God, correct? But it is also of God, in that you are of God. And it need not be mentioned in a way that breaks it down as such. So whether or not you believe in a God or whatever, there is everything. We know that there's a universe, and it's all around us. We know that we are made of that universe, that we are not a separate, distant, or unassociated aspect of the universe. We know that everything here was made of it. And we turn and we are affected by gravities of things that we can't even see, which is the thing amazing. Super awesome. So much mystery to discover in the universe. So God is all things. Okay, you don't believe in it, there is all things. You're connected to it one way or another. Everything that has happened before now has led to this moment. Whether intentionally or not, we are here at this moment because of what has occurred. And you know what? I had this great thing that I had said earlier. The future. Oh, here it is. The only things to exist into the future. No, wait, that's not right. I think I had said the only things that exist in the future are what we bring with us. Of course, you can never get to the future because it's always the present. You got it? You can never get to the future because it's always the present. And what we have in the present is only what we brought with us or left here for us, which is another way of saying, well, brought. But there is nothing in the future that is coming. Now there are events and there are time sequences and there are things that we set up that we know, and we can look ahead and say, well, on Saturday's the future. Okay, Saturday is the future until we get there. Then it's the present. And once we've passed it, it is gone from our lives. It is past. It is gone from our active, daily living it at the moment present. But we retain it. We retain it in information and memory, whether that memory be physical or not. Because this is there's a YouTube station that I like to watch called Minute Physics. He's a really great guy with the information that he presents. Seems to know his stuff. The videos are entertaining and very informative. He recently did one that I like very much because it is right along the lines of stuff that I have discussed, and that was how everyone is basically the center of their observable universe. And in the universe there isn't a center. We are the center of our observable universe, because when you look out, you look in 360-degree sphere, and the light reaching you is all from the same distance. Well, it's a maximum distance. It has been traveling for so long and is finally hitting you from a maximum temporal distance. And that's as far as you can see. So, I can see beyond the horizon, and I can see the sun, and I can see beyond the sun, and I can see the sky, and the stars, the galaxies, far, far away. Because they shine down on us. There's a galaxy, whatever, right? light, but it's come from very, very far. Because you don't look out and see. It's not like you can't see that bridge necessarily as it is right now. Everything that you smell. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. One of the other things I say is that everything you see and even hear, for the most part, has already occurred. In the smallest fraction of time, it has already happened. Because it takes time, be it marginal, tiny. It takes time for light and sound to travel to get to you. The only real instantaneous we have is the present that exists within us. And in our present, you can hold hands. You're holding hands with somebody and you can feel that. Now, you know that you're holding hands with somebody. That feeling's very, very fast. The nerves in your hand sending signals to your brain. Boom, 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 really fast. It is happening. You know it is occurring. But the sensations are also on a very small delay because it takes time. We do really well though because we happen to move and exist within a distance or at a scale within the distance of lights traveling to make everything really possible. If we were anything else, it'd be a very different situation, I think. I think I got a little off track, but that's fine. I believe you get the point. I really liked the talks that we had this evening. This is number 3 or 4 for today. This one, including the last 2, all very close to 15 minutes long. All good and pertinent data, in my opinion. A little couple sidetracks. I get stumble over myself a little bit, but I feel really very happy. I've been making changes and focusing, expanding my thoughts, and being aware. Really redefining, and this is good. Me and Prim were talking about this. I don't have a lot of time, but me and Prim were talking about this. Redefine your world. Take a good long second, third, fourth look, whatever number you're on, and redefine your world. What means what? Who does it mean? What to know? What? Oh, if it carries a meaning, who is that meaning? Where was that meaning? Where does that meaning come from? And things like that. Who gave it that meaning? Why is it accepted? Does it still mean that? The origin of the world is within the things of our world. And how they've changed is just as important to know whether or not it's even applicable. I wanted to say that. I guess that's all the time I got right now. I've got about 30 seconds. I wanted to say something else. All the things in the world and stuff. All right. With love, be well.